Let's go into your reading. So first things here, we have the moon and the Nine of Wands. So first of all, the moon once again indicates this is heightened psychic abilities, and this is basically being in a state where you know that something is kind of like covered up in the darkness of night. You don't have all the information, but you feel as if there is something there that you need to explore, okay? I do sense this is somebody's energy around you that is bringing up these intuitive senses, and you know to trust your intuition. So there's something here that's telling you to be careful, be very, very careful, be mindful about how you tread and where you tread. And there is a situation here. It might have come in at the end of June, and right now in July is a situation where you get to decide what you have to do. I do sense you are dealing with someone who is a little bit crafty. It may not be a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but whenever I see this card, it's usually indicative of like a water energy, someone that you have a very strong emotional tie with, or somebody that has watery traits, which is that they're a little bit more passive and they're a little bit less assertive and truthful when it comes to their communication. Not truthful, but I would say indirect when it comes to their communication, okay? So the cards are advising you basically, if it hasn't happened already at the end of June, it is coming in very early on in July. And this is a situation that is beckoning you to tread very, very lightly. You don't have all the information yet. And it is really important for you to take a step back. And we have here linked up with the Nine of Wands, which indicates to me this is like taking a break and fighting another day, okay? So this is a situation that you have to really take a step back, get a bird's eye view, get a different perspective in order for you to understand the underlying currents involved in this situation, understanding people's motives and things like that, okay? So there's something here. It could even be a group collaborative projects. People are giving inputs, but they're also like everyone knows what seems to be best, but they're not very assertive when it comes to, pushing for a specific agenda. So I do feel that for a lot of you, you might have to play middleman in a work environment. And you're going to have to be the one to kind of like get everybody riled up, cheer everybody on, and then, really push for the correct agenda. So I do sense like a lot of you are encountering new people. And, usually when it comes to social niceties, we can't bulldoze over people and we can't really force people to come together. But I do sense this is a month in which, once again, you're playing cheerleader and you're getting everybody together. So actually very, very good energy, especially on the work situation, okay? Because I feel like you have clarity of mind and you also have heightened intuition as well coming through. Now, in terms of your love life, we do have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So both of these things appearing together indicates to me an end of a situation and the start of something new, okay? I'm going to do the love reading in a little bit just to get more information, but what I do feel in terms of your emotional life, I do feel that one major cycle has ended and the other one is verging. It's like starting over. This is a process where we are wiping the slate clean and we are starting over with new abundance, new energy, new information, new insights. And there's also a lot of spiritual healing. So let's talk about this Ten of Swords first. The Ten of Swords usually is a situation where we feel like we might have been stabbed in the back. We feel almost as if it hurts too much to stay in a situation. It hurts too much to ruminate, to overthink the past and to live in the past emotionally, physically, and mentally. So as a result of it, I feel that for your own sake, for your own mental health, for your own emotional health, a lot of you are moving past this pain and heartache. And it also seems to me as if there is a new crush, new passion, new people that are coming through. I see a lot of social interaction. So I feel like somebody potentially catching your eyes, possibly a new water sign coming into the picture is what I'm getting based on this moon card and also the Ace of Cups. So whoever you were involved with in the past, I do sense that you have somebody else crossing your paths and they spark something within you. They spark a sense of curiosity. They're sparking interest. There might be very strong physical attraction. There might be a lot of a very, very strong emotional connection that you feel immediately. So this is the beginning of something new, and it's basically, it's the aces are all seeds given to you from the universe. Whether or not you choose to build on it, it's going to pan out for different people. So for those of you who have recently, I would say like within the past 3 months, that have gotten out of a situation, I feel that a lot of you are trepidatious, are very, very scared about starting over and starting something new, but you have somebody in your environment that's catching your eye, okay? That's what I'm sensing here. Others of you who have been thinking about an ex, and this might have been even, 5, 6 months ago. And I feel like you're realizing that you need to close the doors on that situation. And I feel for a lot of you, your social circle is expanding. So of course, you're going to meet somebody that catches your eyes. It might not be, the grand love, the ideal person, the soulmate or the one, but there is something new catching your eyes, and you want to build on this rather than ruminate, dwell over the past and think about, woe is me, that type of mentality. Okay. So you have some very, very beautiful healing energy, as well as, new attraction, new love coming on the horizon. Whenever I see this card, and this is something that happened recently, I think of it as a new crush. And the new crush, it's like you get that butterfly in your stomach. You can't sleep at night. You're thinking about the other person all the time. And even like a glimpse of them is enough. So this is what I feel. It's that really jittery feeling of like a brand new crush, or feeling something for another person. After, a major ordeal that you have overcome, you feel a little bit depleted and empty, and all of a sudden somebody's giving you butterflies in your stomach again. So this is a very, very beautiful card for your emotional life. Now, in terms of communication, we do have the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords, okay? The Three of Swords indicates to me a separation. This is also like some nostalgia, some type of pain that we are experiencing. Both of these cards are coming out in the sword suit, which indicates the air sign, the communication, and the ways in which we are relating to other people. For a lot of you, I feel almost as if with the Four of Swords, this indicates taking a break from a situation in order to resume, in order to gather your strength, in order to go inwards, in order to get some healing done. So honestly, based on these two cards, the way it has come out, I feel like there might have been somebody around you. It might have been you, somebody around you that might have undergone some type of illness, sickness, potentially surgery. We also had the Ten of Swords. So usually all three in tandem, they do indicate to me some type of a surgery, some type of a rest and recuperation that needs to happen as a result of getting sick, getting the flu, getting a toothache is what I'm sensing greatly for a lot of you. Sore, very, very like a strong head flu that's coming through, or if it hasn't yet, I do sense like you're getting news about this. If it's not happening to you, I feel that you're getting news of this, okay? So try your best to minimize, it's good to go out, but don't overtax yourself. So I do sense something is coming through that might be health related as well. Okay, so that's the first message coming through here. What I'm also sensing is it is very, very important for you to I'm feeling, if you are surrounding yourself with people that might not be, enlightened, that might not have your best interests at heart, I see you emotionally and mentally kind of withdrawing from them and drawing back your energy, okay? I do sense that, once again, psychic abilities, heightened intuition is coming in very, very strongly for this month. And I feel a lot of you are getting messages through your sleep state. So dream messages, visions, and, advice even. So I do feel this is a good month for you to do more prayers, visit a temple, visit a church, visit a mosque, whatever your religious affiliation is, or even if you're non-denominational, so like just go light a candle and sit there and pray and see what messages you're getting in. I do sense it's going to be good for you. What I'm also feeling as well is the Three of Swords usually indicates to me It's a situation, both of these cards, this is a situation where we feel a little bit cast out. We feel a little bit hurt, heartbroken, and abandoned, okay? And we're going to have to take some time in order to heal from it. So for others of you who might have been feeling slighted, jilted by a significant person that you really love and you really care about, I do sense taking some time off in order to I guess calm yourself, calm the anger, calm the frustration is going to be very good for you before you resume communication with the other person. So regardless of what transpired, there might have been information that came to light regarding a significant relationship partner or somebody that you truly care for or somebody you really love. And I do sense that now you're kind of at a state where I need to draw back. I need to take a break from this so that I'm not flying off the handle. And then we can resume this conversation and we can flush out the truth when it comes to when I am of a calmer emotional state. Okay. So I do sense taking a break, taking some sort of a break away from a very tenuous situation, a very, very difficult, tense, and a situation that is riddled with conflict. I do sense it is going to be good for you either way. For others of you here, wow, it's very love relationship oriented. We have the Six of Swords and the Lovers. Some of you that have broken off from a situation in the past, and I feel like you have somebody like almost like a blast from the past, somebody communicating with you, somebody calling you in. And if this is something that happened, like I would say 3 months ago, I do sense that you're sailing on and you're moving on with new people. I do feel that for you. We have the Lovers here and the Six of Swords. What you are sailing away from is a new relationship, something that is a lot better for you, something that has a very strong magnetic pull, okay? And I do sense that by the end of this month, if there is strife for those of you who are in a relationship or who are married or who are coupled up, there might be some tenuous situation, disagreements between two people. But I do sense that you are going to be able to reconcile with one another and sail on ahead into a safer environment, into a more loving reunion or union between you and the other person. For others of you who are cutting away the past, I do sense new relationships here. I'm getting it very, very strongly. It's rare to see the Ace of Cups and the Lovers appearing in the same spread. But in this regards, I do sense you have somebody waiting on the wings for you, okay? And then for others, I do sense reconciliation with people from the past. I do sense it's going to be positive. So whatever you decide to do, I do feel that there's going to be some truths, a lot of information coming to light. It's kind of like a purging of the soul where both parties get the closure that they need in order to either move forward or stay with the status quo. Okay, so either way, I do sense that it is going to be good for you. I do sense travel as well. If you have been in a long distance, or if there has been like a geographical distance separating you and another person, I do feel, traveling, allowing you both to come together in a more physical way. So either way, some travel indicated as well at the end of this month. I do sense like some outdoor activity, some type of sailing, hiking, mountain climbing, and things like that, either with a family or with a significant other, that will really rejuvenate your love life, okay? Taking a break away from the one relationship in order to go off with the new relationship as well. I do sense that's going to rejuvenate and allow you to really decipher and decide for yourself what characteristics you need and want in a significant other in order to keep you happy and interested. So I definitely see some major reassessment, major milestones coming through here. I do sense for a lot of you, on a mundane level, like outside of love, relationships, and things like that, I do sense that you might have trips that are coming up and you're trying to decide where you need to be. I do see major life-changing events coming through here where you might have to relocate for a job. You might have to relocate for the next phase of your life. You have to move on, leave some things behind. So I see some people cleaning out their closet, possibly packing up as well. And I do feel that it's going to be done in a very lighthearted manner. I don't see heavy emotional burdens. You might have to like separate, you know, give up, sacrifice a few things. And these are like things that you are very emotionally invested in, such as if you have a bunch of books and you're moving, you have to like sell these away. So I see you doing that. So it's like a cleaning out the closet, decluttering your life type of situation. And I don't feel you're doing it recreationally. I do sense you're doing it mainly because you're trying to travel to another place, or you're trying to move into a lighter emotional space. Okay. Let's look at your advice cards here. Okay, so we've got two major arcana in terms of the advice. We do have a water sign coming through for you, okay? So I feel this person, this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I do sense that you are getting some type of a communication from this person, possibly a handwritten letter is what I'm sensing. It's very old school, but that's the message that I was getting through here. Some type of a love offer, love gesture. I do sense that I do sense there is a very strong emotional connection with this person. I do feel for a lot of you, you're at a new phase in your life. You're at a very good emotional space right now. You might not allow this person to come back, or you might, you know, they might offer you something. I see some type of a compromise, but I do feel for others of you, you might have already moved on emotionally and you're kind of skeptical about what it is that they're doing differently this time. I don't see major discord with this person, but I do feel that there's some type of handwritten letter, okay? Some type of email, communication, text messages, but I feel physically handwritten letter. I see this person giving you something, and I feel that you're looking at it and reassessing it. So I see you looking at it, reassessing it. We do have the Magician and the World. So there is a new love situation here. I don't see any other way to describe it. I do sense that you're going to be feeling pretty on top of the world this month. This is going to be a very, very good month for you. And it deals with a lot of major life transformations, okay? So we have the Magician and the World, and both of these are major arcana. The Magician is the manifester, and the World card is the completion card. It's the publishing card. It's taking all of our ideas and bringing them out into the world. So for a lot of you, you might begin a new course of study. I don't know why July. It could be you're applying for school. It could be you're rummaging through your books or perusing your books and going through to gather more knowledge in order to prepare you for school. A lot of you are studying for exams, and I don't know why it's happening in the summertime, but you know, there are many, many types of exams that require months of studying and preparation. I see you studying something, and I feel that I see you looking through some things, and I feel that you're going to be very, very well prepared when that exam happens. And I see other people moving away for school, thinking about school, brushing up on skills where you feel like you might be rusty so that you can prepare yourself for a next phase in your life. For those of you who have recently started a new job, I see you learning on the job. I see you like trying to memorize or, you know, pick up procedures or new ways that have been implemented, okay? So both of these cards indicate publishing as well. For others of you who are in the publishing field, if you're trying to get songs, music, creative projects, even books published and journal published, there's going to be a lot of success. I do see potentially, you know, linking yourself up with an organization, a company that will allow you to work in research, development, or some type of a creative endeavor where you're working alongside other people, coming together to build something of value that you can bring out into the world. So this is a really, really major month for you, Libras. I feel that professional contacts are going to be very important. I see you interacting with a lot of people. I see you like just bring business cards to all of these social functions. And I feel that it is really good for you to like behave as if you're like the wallflower and absorb all the information, the knowledge that's being bounced back and forth between these people, because I feel like they're professional. They're like mid-level to high-level professionals, and they have a lot of information going back and forth between themselves. So if you are kind of sitting there just listening and absorbing the information, you're going to get a lot out of it, okay?